All right, looks like we're rolling. My name is Alan Alvarez with the Colorado AI Forum, and this is the Everyday AI podcast, rolling into mock scenario number 4, emergency trip. This is a way to show you how you can put together some pretty good and important numbers pretty quick when life kind of throws a curveball at you. I'm going to be firing up my friend and co-host Grok here, and we're going to get into this scenario, and I'm going to start raw with maybe some general information, and we're going to come up with a budget for an emergency trip. I am also going to play the part of somebody who needs the minimal amount of money to make it to where I'm going. Never experienced that before, right? And we're going to see what we can come up with on a real low dollar way to get yourself somewhere in the case of a family emergency or something like that. We're firing up. Let's do this. Hey, Grok.
Hey, Alan, what's up?
I had a family emergency in Las Vegas, and I need to get from Delta, Colorado to Las Vegas, Nevada as quickly and cheaply as possible. I need to talk through that with you as I pack and prepare to go. Can we get that together?
Hey, I got you. First things first, let's figure out your fastest and cheapest options to get from Delta, Colorado to Las Vegas. Quick question so I can give you good answers. Are you driving your own vehicle or are you open to flying?
I'll be driving my own vehicle. It's a mid-sized truck with a V8 engine. So I guess the first thing would be how much gas will it take to get me from Delta to Las Vegas, drive around a little bit, and get back.
Realistic answer, the drive from Delta, Colorado to Las Vegas is about 480 miles one way, so roughly 960 miles round trip. With a V8 mid-sized truck, you're probably getting around 15 to 17 mpg on the highway. Let's use 16 mpg as a safe average. Here's the breakdown. Round trip distance, a normally 960 miles. Gas needed, roughly 60 gallons. Estimated fuel cost, about $240 and $270, assuming gas is around $4 and $4.50 in that region. Would you like me to also give you the estimated drive time and the best route to take?
Just the estimated drive time, and then we'll move on to other stuff.
Drive time from Delta, Colorado to Las Vegas. One way, about 7.5 to 8 hours of pure driving time. Round trip, roughly 15 to 16 hours of driving. Realistically, if you're leaving today, you're probably looking at an overnight stop somewhere, because doing a 16-hour round trip in one shot is pretty rough. Want me to give you the best route to take?
No, but I actually will be staying a couple of days helping the family out, so we're going to start talking about that kind of stuff. I got to tell you, Grok, money's kind of tough right now. I'm wondering what's the cheapest way to eat while I'm there. Let's assume the day I leave plus 3 days stay and the day I come back.
Got it. Here's the cheapest way to eat for your trip. You're looking at 5 full days total. Day you leave plus 3 days there plus day you drive back. Cheapest strategy. Before you leave Delta, make sandwiches, burritos, or oatmeal for the drive down. Bring a cooler if you can. While you're in Las Vegas, breakfast, buy a big box of oats, peanut butter, and bananas. Eat oatmeal every morning in the hotel room. Very cheap. Lunch and dinner. Shop at a Walmart or Aldi and buy bread, deli meat, cheese, rice, beans, and eggs. Make sandwiches and simple meals. Avoid eating out completely. Even fast food will destroy your budget. Rough daily food budget. You can eat for $12 to $15 per day if you buy groceries and prepare simple meals yourself. Would you like me to give you a specific shopping list that keeps you under $15 a day?
Well, we said something about a hotel room, Grok. I gotta tell you, we're gonna have to go really dirt cheap. Is there anywhere in Las Vegas where I could park and maybe sleep in my truck? And if not, what would be the absolute cheapest accommodations?
Realistic answer, yes. People do sleep in their vehicles in Las Vegas, but it's risky and often not allowed. Here's the honest breakdown. option in Las Vegas right now is usually hostels or very low-end motels, running between $45 to $70 per night. Would you like me to give you the most realistic, cheapest options for sleeping while you're there?
Are there any campsites around or anything like that where I could park for, a lower fee or something like that?
Yes, there are a few options. Here's the realistic breakdown for you. Cheapest options. Bureau of Land Management BLM Land. This is your best bet for cheap, free. There's free BLM camping just outside of Las Vegas, usually around 20 to 45 minutes from the city. You can legally park and sleep in your truck for free. Campgrounds. Some state or county campgrounds are around $20 to $30 per night. The catch, most of these free BLM spots are outside the city, so while it's the cheapest, you'll be driving back and forth into Las Vegas each day. Would you like me to give you the names of the closest free or cheap BLM areas where you can legally sleep in your truck?
I think we can go over the details later. So that's probably good. Even the lower dollar amount for the 20 to 30 bucks is better than like a hotel. What would be a way to catch a shower? Day pass at like the YMCA or a public facility or something like that?
Good question. Here are your most realistic options for getting a shower while staying cheap in Las Vegas. Planet Fitness. This is probably your best bet. They have locations all over Vegas. You can get a single day pass for about $15, or you can sign up for a regular membership for $10 to $15 a month and use it while you're there. Truck stops. Love's, Pilot, Flying J. Some of them have showers you can pay for individually, usually around $12 to $15 per shower. YMCA. They sometimes offer day passes, but they're usually more expensive than Planet Fitness. Best cheap option. Get a Planet Fitness day pass or cheap membership. You can shower there every day. Would you like me to give you the cheapest overall game plan to minimize your total spending while you're there?
Yes, let's go with the cheapest overall game plan considering everything that we've talked about, and give me the end dollar amount that I should plan on spending from the time I leave to the time I get back home.
Here's the cheapest realistic game plan and total cost. Cheapest overall plan. Fuel, $260 round trip. Camping, free BLM land outside of Las Vegas, no cost. Food, $15 per day times 5 days equals $75. Showers, Planet Fitness day passes, $10 per day times 4 days equals $60. Total estimated cost, $395, $420. That's the absolute cheapest realistic number I can give you while still being safe and practical. Would you like me to break this down a little more clearly or adjust anything?
No, I think that'll do it. Thank you, Brock.
You're welcome, Alan. Safe travels.
All right, so you can see how even in what might be a bit of an emergency situation, you can, and I can be doing this while I'm packing clothes and things like that. I can carry Grok around, I can have her in my ear, my earbud piece and all that kind of stuff. You can make these plans and you can really get yourself miles down the road than having to like go online, research these things individually. You can package all of these things, have yourself a game plan, and move forward in even what might be considered an emergency situation. I think the biggest thing is knowing what to ask and how to ask. And it's not necessarily that you're trying to, what they consider to be engineering prompts, but you're trying to walk through your own logic, and you can layer the questions on top of themselves. And if you're not really happy with how the answers get regurgitated to you, you can actually ask to simplify, you can ask to break it down, expand, you can shift gears to say, hey, I'm not doing the hotel thing, let's think of something else. Things like that. But even in an emergency situation where your mind is on other things, whatever the emergency is, you can have a conversation with your AI model and start to put together the nuts and bolts of things in the logistics that need to be done while you're focusing or maybe even just flat out worrying on what the problem is. So I know this was a quick one, but I hope it was helpful. If anything, to just show you that you don't have to be alone in what could be more of a dynamic or emergency situation. You can plug your AI model in, and it can really help you offload some of the mental load while your attention might be over here dealing with something else. So have a great day. Hope to see you soon.